India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, addressing the 20th ASEAN East Asia Summit in Kuala Lumpur on Monday, highlighted that 2026 will be observed as the ASEAN-India Year of Maritime Cooperation. Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim urged Asia-Pacific leaders to choose dialogue over coercion, balance over binaries, and cooperation over confrontation at a time of sharpening rivalry between the United States and China. The Myanmar conflict and multilateralism took centre stage at the 20th ASEAN East Asia Summit in Kuala Lumpur on Monday. Speaking to the gathered leaders, Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim encouraged member nations to continue their cooperation in addressing regional and global challenges.
We'll continue to advocate for dialogue over coercion, balance over binaries, cooperation over confrontation. We affirm our stand on global peace and security, for multilateralism and international law.
India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, in his address, also reiterated commitment to multilateralism. Delivering India's national statement, Jaishankar said, "Multipolarity is not just here to stay, but to grow." Jaishankar also echoed the growing concerns of supply chain reliability and market access and the constriction on energy trade. He also said that India remains strongly committed to further strengthen maritime cooperation in line with the ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific and shared commitment to the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. He highlighted that 2026 will be observed as the ASEAN-India Year of Maritime Cooperation. Minister Jaishankar proposed an East Asia Summit Maritime Heritage Festival to be held in the ancient port of Lothal in Gujarat. Jaishankar expressed India's intent to host the 7th East Asia Summit Conference on Maritime Security Cooperation. Also, India's zero tolerance for the continued threat posed by terrorism was also put forth, with the minister adding that the right to defend can never be compromised. In what could be a setback for restoring democracy in Myanmar, the Southeast Asia ASEAN bloc will not send observers to Myanmar's elections in December, diplomatic sources said on Monday. Myanmar's junta ended emergency rule in Myanmar in July this year, promising to hold elections in December this year, even as the civil war rages. The planned vote has been denounced by international monitors as a facade to legitimize junta's 2021 coup. Asked about the election, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres urged all to find a credible path back to civilian government in Myanmar.
I don't think anybody believes that those elections will be free and fair. I don't think anybody believes those elections will contribute to the solution of the problems of Myanmar. I reiterate my call for an immediate end to the violence, a genuine commitment to inclusive dialogue, and a credible path back to civilian rule, starting with the swift release of all those arbitrarily detained. The United Nations fully supports the ASEAN 5-point consensus.
There are internal divisions among ASEAN states, as per sources, over how to balance the principle of non-interference in Myanmar with the need for action. Amid all this, Myanmar civilians demand justice. Tanvi Taneja for DD India.